lights shining all around. Your heart is pumping and you're ready to move. You can feel the fear, you sense it in the air. So get ready, the cold winds are coming soon. Ooh, yeah. It's go time, now you're running out the gate. You get the feeling that it's all up to you. So light 'em up like you just don't care. Replace it down and fix with what you gotta do. The red zone is calling for you. The red zone is calling for you. The red zone is calling for you. The red zone is calling for you.
Welcome to WrestleMerica. Bob Smith joined along with Ryan North. Brian James making his way out to the ring here in front of the crowd of Barnesville.
Bob, say no more.
Morning, more.
Wait, what? It's not April 8th. This is Hunter James. No, Brian James. Sorry. Brian
Wow.
James.
You call yourself a professional. God. Telling me to not say anymore, and then you get the
Damn,
name wrong.
damn the man.
Save the Empire.
What? What is this?
Brian James
This ain't Star Wars.
on his way to the ring to face
Whoa.
against the debuting Dave Stage. You want to get his name wrong?
He would probably destroy me if I did. He's got a nice
Please get it
smile.
wrong.
No, God, no. Dave Stage is his name. There we go. There we go. I got it right.
Yeah, you got it right.
Yeah.
You're safe this time.
Don't tell him I've almost messed it up.
You're safe this time.
Thank God.
Dave Sage joins the long line of people that are wanting to come to WrestleMerica to prove themselves. WrestleMerica becoming the place to. What is so funny?
It's like, has he got like a Patreon or something set up to where he's got to hug and kiss every person that's paid him $1?
You're just upset that no one wants to shake your hand.
It's because I charge $20 for people to do that.
You pay people $20 to shake
No,
your hand?
they pay me. They pay me, Bob.
Oh, so your wallet's a little thin, ain't it?
Like, is he seriously going to shake everyone's hand?
You want to go out there and tell them to hurry up?
Yes. Go.
Go right on ahead. Tell them to hurry up. Go right. I dare you to go out there. We just started, and you're already acting like a buffoon. Pull yourself together, man.
I can't. I'm sorry. I'll be professional.
I don't think it's possible for you to be professional. I can't work in these conditions. What the heck is wrong with you?
Okay, I'll be good.
Are you sure? Do I need to call Cyrus to calm you down?
He's good. No. Oh, God. I'm tearing up.
What happens when you don't bring him around?
God, he made $100 doing that.
More than you've made tonight.
Whatever.
There's the bell. We are underway. Are you sure you're okay over there?
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Okay, seriously.
Brian James.
Yeah, Brian
A
James.
little too focused here on the crowd here in Barnesville. The tie up now, center of the ring.
There. Oh, wow. Look at him G'ing up. He gets $20 every time he G's up.
You know a lot about Patreon.
Yeah. He does it. He's got like so many followers on Patreon. Have you seen it?
No.
Maybe you should start a Patreon, Bob.
Start a GoFundMe to get rid of you.
No. You don't want that. I make you, Bob.
Okay.
I complete you.
Whoa. No.
Not like that.
No.
Not like that. Come on, Brian. Let's get your Patreon numbers up too. Come on.
I really don't think Brian, hashtag always over, wants to go with a test of strength against this man.
I mean, God,
the
no.
boot in the midsection.
Oh, man.
Oh, look at that uppercut. Bouncing the man's head off that turnbuckle and blatantly choking him in the corner. Ref diminishing the 5 count.
Get him, Brian. Get him. No. Task at hand. Task at hand. Get rid of him. He's debuting. You're the veteran. You know what to do. Get it done. Don't be the journeyman. Be the star.
Oh, laying those boots in the corner. Oh, there's a stiff uppercut up to the ropes. Shoots him across. Dave dodges that clothesline and delivers a shoulder tackle. Flying shoulder tackle. That's a lot of mass flying through the air at you. Oh, it just plants him center of the ring. Could be over early here and a kick out at 2. Oh, no timeouts here. Oh, look out.
That's the right thing to do. Even though there's no timeouts, it's the psychological warfare that he's playing. He's not the bigger man. Dave Sage is the bigger man, but you got to use your brains up here, Bob. That's what you got to do. Get him, Brian. Show him who's boss.
Driving that knee to the back, now wrenching back on the head and neck of Dave Sage.
Get him where you want. That's it. You got him right where you want him. No.
Dave getting that separation. The crowd here at Barnesville getting behind him. Off the ropes, dodging the clothesline. Up and over. What a move by the big man. And a kick out at 2. Oh, and a nice clothesline there. Dave powers out at 2. Brian James, that knee to the side of the head now. Again, another knee. Dave Sage able to kick out again at 2.
Brian's got control of this thing. I'm enjoying this right here, Bob.
Are you scouting a new prospect?
I think I'm always scouting. I've already marked you off my list. You didn't make the list.
Oh, look out. Sidestepping Brian. May have made contact at post. Big clothesline to the corner. Back elbow. Oh, he's got Brian up. Body slam, center of the ring, cover now. 1, 2, and a kick out. Dave Stage needs to stay on the attack here. Oh, look, a rake to the eyes. Brian James definitely learned a few things from Ryan North, apparently taking shortcuts to get advantage.
I've not taught him anything. I've just met him.
Yeah, you clearly can't get his name right. Up and over. And he's celebrating. Yeah, real smart. Turning your back to him. Spear!
Oh, my God.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, real smart. Devastating spear by Dave Stage. Look at that intensity. Picking up the victory here in his debut. Look back at this. Oh, what a spear. 4-3, and wait a minute.
What's
Dave
that?
Stage victorious, but I recognize that music.
Ooh, I hate that music.
I hate it too, but I really hate it. That's Stunt Marshall. I don't have him written down.
He's always in my heart.
What is he doing?
Hey! Did you miss me? Well, who am I? Hey, somebody educate that fool over there. I've been making my rounds around the world, and I decided to stop by and pay y'all a little visit. But I see nothing has changed here. The front row still only has 6 teeth. Y'all are too poor to sit right here, and Ben Masters is wearing a vest from Aladdin. Now, this first match was an absolute bore. Did y'all fall asleep? Because I couldn't hear nothing backstage. It looks like y'all ordered Randy Orton from Wish and had him come out here and stink up the place. Oh yeah, I'm talking about you, Crew Cut Jones. Yeah, he can't even afford knee pads, man. Look at this.
Well, I think Dave Stage's heard enough. Now Stunt Marshall on the attack here. Still don't know the reason for it being here. Shooting Dave off the ropes, dodging the clothesline. Shoulder tackle. Catching Stunt off guard. Oh, he had him set up. Looked like he'd maybe go for that spear. But Stunt Marshall quickly back out of the ring. Second guessing getting in the ring with Dave Stage, I guess.
No, it's a tactical retreat. That's what it is, Bob. A tactical retreat.
You call it whatever you want. But right now, we're going to throw it backstage to the newest member of our team, Stephanie DeShane.
Thanks, guys. So tonight we're here with Drew Adler. Drew, what is your thoughts on Brady Pierce joining us tonight at WrestleMerica?
Huh? No, I didn't hear the question. What was that again?
What are your thoughts on Brady Pierce?
Brady Pierce.
Yes.
What are my thoughts?
Yes.
Thoughts?
Yes.
Brady Pierce. I need to hold up a little bit. All right. My thoughts on Brady Pierce. A story by Drew Adler. Great. So, me and him used to tag team. All right, get this. Yeah, we've wrestled together. I like Brady Pierce. Brady Pierce is actually a really cool guy. Thing is, WrestleMerica's building him up like he's the star of some show. And can we be honest?
Please.
He's on the credits. But you're going to have to wait a really, 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 really long time for you to see his name. It's at the bottom. So I like you, Brady Pierce, but you're coming into my territory, and that's not how it's going to work. Let's go. You got to do it too. Let's go.
Let's go. Drew Adler, everybody.
Do it, Bob. Do it.
I'm not going to do it.
Come on.
I'm not going to do it.
There we go.
Hunter James now.
There's Hunter James. I love Hunter James. That's a good name.
Definitely got a lot of trophies around his neck.
Because he is a champion in life.
Okay, yeah.
You wouldn't know
He's
anything about that, Bob.
And man, making his return to WrestleMerica, the greatest show on earth, Dax Anthony. What? You're just mad that he wants nothing to do with you.
No,
One of the few smart people in the world that doesn't want anything to do with you.
He wants to do his own thing, that's fine. He wants to pretend like he's the greatest person on earth. That's fine. Whatever. You know, he's not. Apparently he's set up a Patreon too.
Would you stop with Patreon? I'd like to see you actually make one just to see if you can make anything.
I don't need the money.
Will your wife approve? Oh, wait, she's not real.
What? First off, wrong site. Anyway, let's get to this. He's returning, but he's going to fail. I'm going to say that right now, Bob. He is a failure in life because a champion in life is across the ring from him.
Is anyone that turns you down a failure?
Yes, because they're not smart. If
So-
you are smart, you're with me.
So Judas is a failure. Because at one point,
He went through a rough patch in his life, okay? He went through a rough patch in his life. Here's the real guy. Here's the real guy that we all need to see and adore. Look at the championships, the body physique. He is ready for this.
I love how you don't want to talk about Judas.
No, we don't need to talk about Judas.
I know he's
in the
not
right
here tonight.
Look, he's in his right state of mind right now. Okay, he doesn't need to be here every night.
After what happened here last month.
Wasn't that great?
No, it was. It was actually the worst thing to happen.
No, it wasn't. I know you love it.
I don't know what you did.
Secretly.
I don't know how much money you had to shill for him to do what he did.
It's not about
For
money,
him
Bob.
to turn his back on everyone.
It's not about money. It's all about power
And with you, there is none.
and certainty.
Apparently, he didn't learn his lesson. He may have got hit in the head one too many times.
You tell that to him.
I will.
Ooh, I can't wait to see this.
I'll tell him.
Whatever.
You forget, I'm not a wrestler. He touches me, you're in trouble.
Okay, we'll see. Anyway, let's talk about who is a real champion in life, and that is Hunter James right there.
I think I saw those medals on Amazon.
No, those are real.
No, I think I saw that exact bundle on Amazon.
Look, I mean, just because you can't get things in real life doesn't mean you should be besmirching the good name Hunter James.
And those trophies down on the floor, I think I saw those in a case.
Man, look at that smile he's got, too.
The $1 million smile.
You see the depressed little Dax Anthony over there who's...
It's very clear that the fans here at Barnesville are excited to see Dax Anthony in a WrestleMerica ring again.
I mean, it's Dax Anthony. I'm not going to, totally crap on him. But the thing is, though, he's out of his league in this match. Does he have medals? Does he have championships? Does he have awards? No. Who does?
If he does, he doesn't have to flaunt them around.
Sometimes you need to show people what you got. Maybe you need to do that with your love life.
Tie up middle of the ring. Does Hunter James feel like he's Owen Hart? He's got to carry his slammies around everywhere he goes?
Yep.
Oh, nice takedown there by Hunter. See, I'll give him his due when he's... Oh, but look at that, slapping the back of the head. And now back in the corner to pose to these fans that really do not like him.
I like him.
Of course you would. Now mimicking Dax Anthony. Go behind there by Dax. A nice takedown of his own. Hunter with a quick reversal.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. So if you think they're fake, those awards and everything, what do you think they're fake for? He's an actual wrestler, an amateur wrestler. He knows how to do this stuff, Bob. He's won awards in his weight class to win them.
I think you're trying to convince yourself of something.
They're real. It's got the red, white, and blue tassel. They're real.
Oh, look at him trying to show off the guns to
Yeah,
the camera.
love it, love it. That's how you do it. Show the greatest showman on earth. He's got this.
Oh, look at Dax.
Okay, so he's the handstand champion. Good for him.
He was able to get out of that head scissors. You see him show off his guns now.
Just wait. You can't, like, rush things.
Hunter getting a little frustrated, throwing a temper tantrum.
Well, wouldn't you? There's an illegal move being held on him.
How is that illegal?
He's holding too tight. He's cutting off the circulation. He's cutting off the circulation.
Then why won't he give up then?
No, because he can't. Because it's an illegal move.
The ref right there on top of it.
He's blind.
You're not?
That's a ref that uses radar to see. Like, he's like a submarine. It's like, next we're going to have to get Mr. Coffee out here to help us figure out what's going on.
Oh, goodness. Hunter now with that wrist lock, controlling Dax Anthony right now. Pushing him back into the ropes, shoots across, reversal. Oh! A nice neck breaker there.
You say nice. That was actually mean. Can you not get this right, Bob?
I enjoyed it.
You would.
Hunter in the corner trying to collect himself.
You and all the fangirls going for Dax.
Oh!
Illegal.
A drop kick. While in the corner. Oh, look, he's massaging the neck and head area.
No, he's not. Why would you say that?
Oh! Face first off the turnbuckle and again.
Just evil.
Oh! Hunter James is out on his feet right now. Oh, and again. Oh. A third time off that turnbuckle. Dax Anthony taking him on a little tour of the ring.
He doesn't need a tour of the ring.
Oh! Only Hunter knows what area code he's in right now. No, not even close.
That's not the area code?
No. Oh, the tape hit his mouth shut with his wrist tape. Oh, and one more time.
And you're probably going to explain that as being legal somehow.
Well, I mean, he doesn't need to speak to wrestle.
Yes, he does. We all need to hear what Hunter James has to say. Not just look at him. He's not just a body to look at. You listen to him for his mind. Yeah, I mean, look at him. I mean, he needs to be able to speak. There we go. There we go.
Look out. Left Dax hanging over that top rope. Dropping quick elbows now.
Yeah. Good measure. Get him in that hold. Hold him there. See, there's a legal move right there, Bob. That's a legal move. Not half the stuff that Dax Anthony was trying to do. Look, he's tapping. He's wanting to tap.
He's not tapping.
Yes, he is. Look at him. There we go.
Crossface.
That's a dangerous move right there. Children should not be putting that move. Look at Dax. He's crying. He's crying, Bob.
He is not crying.
Yes, he is. He's crying in shame and in pain. And look at him. Look at that face. He's tortured. He can't handle this move. He gave up right there.
I don't know where you're getting that from.
I hurt him. Yeah, pose, boy. That's it.
That just shows the arrogance of Hunter James.
I was about to say you took the words right out of my mouth, but you said the wrong name.
How is that arrogant of Dax Anthony?
Yeah, you don't put your foot on the second rope. That's the most dangerous rope.
Brett's rope or not. That's great ring awareness to be able to put your foot on the ropes. Oh, inverted time drop that time by Hunter.
See, he's even asking if he's all right.
I don't think that was the conversation they were having. Off the ropes and then takes out the leg. Oh, and then takes out the face of Dax Anthony. Cover now, 1, 2, and a kick out of 2.
I like it. I like it.
Hunter James got to be wondering, what does it take to put away the greatest show on earth?
There we go. See, that's the guy you need to join on Patreon with. Hunter James.
What is it with you and Patreon?
I don't know.
Do the North Stars have a Patreon I don't know about?
No. Do you think we should?
No.
We make millions. Everyone loves us. Guideline to professional wrestling. But right now, yeah.
Dax trying to mount a comeback, but Hunter cutting it off again.
That's because he's grinding. Hunter.
Oh! German suplex. You have a hard time with James's.
Yeah.
Oh, look, wait a minute. Hunter was getting the leverage off the rope. The ref saw it.
Oh, okay. So when Dax Anthony does it, it's all right.
The rope is supposed to break a count. Not supposed to help you get a count. You imbecile.
Wait. What?
You're not a weasel. You're an imbecile.
Whatever. Oh my goodness.
Shots to the midsection. I swear. How much longer I have to put up with you? Reversal off the rope. Yeah. Nice drop kick by Hunter. I'll give him credit. Good drop kick.
Thank God. All down the middle.
And a kick out by Dax. You know, I was thinking I was going to be able to get through tonight professionally after what happened last month. But you know what? I can't.
Would you get rejected again?
I'm trying so hard to hold it together right now. You are truly the worst human being I've ever dealt with in this business.
Come on now, you met Ben Masters. Anyway, let's focus on the match, not me and you. I know, just get your ego all riled up. Yeah, look at that.
You're celebrating a move by Dax? I'm shocked.
I mean, it was beautiful. I can't deny it was not beautiful. I'm calling it down the middle, not like you.
Pin attempt now. And Hunter able to kick out at 2.
But you know what, my boy right there, not him, the one sitting right there, but the one laying down, he's gonna recover. He's gonna step up and finish this match. He's got the crowd behind him right now. Just listen to him.
Set him up for a suplex, but Hunter able to fight out of it, pushing Dax to the corner. Reversal. Hunter up and over. No one home for Dax. On a nice scoop slam.
Power slam, Bob.
1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Scoop power slam. How about that?
Sideways power slam, because it was kind of sideways. But beautiful. I like that variation of
sideways.
It's a new variant.
What does Hunter have in mind here?
Whatever he wants. He's telling the people what they need to know, and that he's the greatest thing on earth. Not
a second rope. No one home.
Oh, God.
No one home for the moonsault. Hunter James hitting hard.
Get up. Get up.
The pain on his face. He's not celebrating or posing now.
I mean, would you if you missed a spot? If you missed a move that's critical to your arsenal?
Look at him. Crying out pain to the camera.
Why are you making fun of him?
Nice shot there.
Why are you making fun of him right now?
nice flying clothesline by Dax. Oh, nice back elbow, taking him down. Dax Anthony, the momentum building for him. Shoots off the ropes. Oh! Dax really feeling it now. Oh, hello.
That was definitely unique.
And a nice scoop slam of his own. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.
I gotta start calling these matches by myself. It's a power slam, Bob.
I would love for you to do it by yourself.
I can't. But this is not about us right now.
I
We
will
need to
give you.
focus
I
on.
will, when
we
you
need to
go out
focus.
there later tonight
look,
against
okay,
Payne,
okay.
I will give you a microphone and you can go out there and you can commentate your match all by yourself.
Just wait. Anyway, let's focus on the resurrection story of Hunter James. This is going to be his comeuppance. This is going to be his triumphant return to greatness.
A couple of reversals here. Nice takedown by Dax. Oh! Move for the double stomps. Wasn't able to get all of it. Dax off that second moonsault off the second rope. Cover 1, 2. Oh, and Hunter barely kicking out.
That's right. He's the better James.
A competitive matchup here for the debuting Hunter James and the returning Dax Anthony. Both these men really showing out here.
Get up, Hunter. Get up.
Hunter kicked out of desperation. Not really. Now, wait a minute. He's got a hold of those medals.
He's counting them to make sure they're all there.
No one's touched his medals.
I saw Dax go near them.
Now he's tied himself in the ropes, pleading for the ref to get Dax back, and Dax getting forced back. Wait a minute. He just threw some of those medals in the middle of the ring. Oh, low blow. With the ref distracted by cleaning up those medals and now rolling them up. Oh, cut 1, 2, 3. Hunter James steals one here.
Can you call it a steal? He did it. That's right, Hunter. You did it. Be proud.
He cheated for a win. That's what he did.
He didn't cheat. Where you see cheating?
Absolute varsity. Yeah, right.
It is. Where did he cheat? He hit him in the inner thigh. The inner thigh.
If that's your inner thigh, you're saying a lot about yourself.
What are you talking about? The inner thigh is a lot of muscle, a lot of mass. He scooped him up, got him for the pin. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, and now mimicking Dax Anthony. He's real proud of that victory.
Yeah, you flaunt it in the face of someone who's pretending there's someone they're not, and that is Dax Anthony.
Don't forget your trophies.
Ooh.
Well, the mystery has been solved. One of the most asked questions is, what is the theme song? It's Foresight, the Red Zone, and it's available now on Apple Music and Spotify. And later tonight, the monster Mike Payne will get to go one-on-one against another one of Ryan North's associates, Austin Towers. And right now, J-Rod out here on his way to the ring. And if you didn't see Winner Takes All last month, a match between him and Alexander Koloff ending in a disqualification after Alexander Koloff used that hammer across the face and then whipped him with the chain. And then taking that sickle that he had and raking it across the forehead of J-Rod, who had already been busted wide open. Just sickening actions by Alexander Koloff last month at Winner Takes All.
J-Rod, I know that you knew Alexander Koloff before he was a Koloff.
Yeah, I mean, we all know he wasn't always Alexander Koloff, right? He was Tyson Dean. And Tyson Dean, when I met him 9 years ago, he ran up and down these roads. He kicked butt. Heck, he put a lot of people in wheelchairs, temporarily, of course, right? Not permanently. He won a lot of titles and made a reputation for himself. But this guy today, this Alexander Koloff, that's not Tyson Dean. Tyson Dean had manners, he had respect. I've stepped in this ring for over 16 years. Forgive my language, but I've kicked a lot of ass, and I've had my ass kicked a lot by a lot of people. But there's always been respect, and there's always been the ability to know that we all wanted to go home to our families at night. We all wanted to be able to provide. We didn't try to take the livelihood from another man and what he did. But last time that I was here with Mr. Koloff, in this very corner, we had something happen. I pulled my groin. He had the opportunity to go for the pin. He didn't do that. This so-called man whispered, "Give it up and quit. Let the fans hear you quit." Well, everybody knows me. J-Rod doesn't quit. And I don't know about Russia, or you can cheer the Koloffs, but in America, we don't quit. When we get beat up, we do not give up. We get pissed off. And I tell you, if he wants a war, if the Koloffs want a war, you might have had Dusty and Nikita back in the 80s. But I'm telling you here tonight, anywhere Alexander Koloff goes, J-Rod's going to be there. And this match tonight with a no DQ just means we play by the same rules. Anything goes, anything can happen, and win, lose, or draw at the end of the match. It's not about getting the hand raised. It's about beating you mentally, physically, to where you understand there is no quit. And if you're going to wake a tiger, boy, you better use a long stick.
All right, J-Rod, with some very strong words for Alexander Koloff. No doubt about it, this man has been injured. You didn't even have to be here tonight because you had injuries. You just determined to get in this ring every time you had a chance. And like you say, you've never backed down. I knew you back in the RPW days. You had days there you could have backed down, but you never did. Never have.
Well, the thing is, the facts are this. The people come here, we love to see violence. We love to give you violence. But I don't want anyone not to go home. I don't want anyone not to be able to provide. But I promise you tonight, there's a great possibility that Alexander Koloff goes to the hospital before he goes home. And quite frankly, he's pissed me off so much, I really don't give a damn. We are men, we fight. This is not ballet. This is not sports entertainment. This is professional wrestling. There are no punches pulled. There are no camera tricks. There's no special lighting. Tonight, when you see meat hit meat and bone break and blood spray, it's no special tricks. This is not Fox TV. This is independent wrestling, and this is WrestleMerica.
Yes, J-Rob with some strong, strong words. If Alexander Koloff is hearing this, I hope he's going through his head that he's got some business here, and here he comes. Wait a minute. Now he comes in. Oh, you got something to say?
You wanted to know what's the matter with me? What's caused a change in me? For the last 3 years, I've watched these people trade their freedoms and their faith over security. Pander, stay at home, be obedient, do as you're told, and every single one of them complied. You want to talk about these people and how great they are. They all complied. They all did as they're told. Just like now, you're pandering. That's what makes me sick. That's what's made a change in me, is all the pandering to these people just so you can get their love
and their attention when they turn on you like a pack of neutered dogs at the drop of a hat.
I don't know what to say. I apologize.
Oh, look out. Alexander went after with that hammer. J-Rod now on the attack. Oh, he's got that hammer now. Wailing away with that hammer to the midsection of Alexander Koloff. Oh, my God. Well, now J-Rod taking off the belt. And Alexander Koloff quickly holding his ribs quickly to the back.
You fractured my ribs. I hope to hell yours are broke right now. Like I said, you want a war? You got a war. I'm going to kick your ass tonight.
J-Rod, Alexander Koloff, no disqualification later tonight, but I don't know what condition Alexander's going to be in for that. But right now, let's head back to the back again. Stephanie DeShane.
Thanks, guys. So tonight we're here with Frydaddy.
How you doing, baby?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful now.
That's so good.
Ooh, you look at her. She blushing.
Oh, thank you.
Ooh, wee.
So tonight I hear that you have an open challenge.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any preference on who takes you up on that challenge?
I don't care who it is. It can be AC Mack. It can be Shoot Taylor. It can be anybody in the state of Georgia or outside of the state of Georgia. The opening challenge is for everybody. Even the guy holding the camera right now. It can be for you.
Ooh.
It can be for the Weasel. I don't care who it is. Step up to the plate. This belt ain't going nowhere, baby. I am the guy. So come get it.
You heard him.
And speaking of the Weasel, on his way to the ring now with Austin Towers. Ryan, not back here, he's out there. I can actually enjoy a match now. Austin Towers has made his return here to WrestleMerica under the tutelage once again of Ryan North. Drinking whatever water Ryan North is throwing out. Whatever kind of pollen Ryan North has to give off. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've just been passed word that Alexander Koloff has just been taken to the local hospital for possibly broken ribs, and the no DQ match is not going to happen. Alexander Koloff has been taken from the building by ambulance to the local hospital. Now Monster Payne on his way to the ring to face off one-on-one against Austin Towers. Mike Payne has been on a man on a mission to get his hands on David Ali, but it seems like David Ali just keeps throwing roadblock after roadblock in front of him, refusing to face Payne one-on-one. And Austin Towers just another one of the roadblocks put in his way by the Savior. And there's the bell, and we are officially underway, and Towers is upset that the ref didn't check Payne. I don't think he wants to, and I can't say that I blame him. Now the fans here giving Austin Towers a hard time. Oh, come on, Austin Towers. Whoa. Payne's not afraid. Whoa. Just heard Austin Towers say he's short, but he's strong. The power of Payne, I think Austin Towers underestimated him. Trying to get some encouragement from Ryan North. Oh, swing and a miss with the right. Oh, Payne ducking and diving and responding. You know, that heart punch has got to be in the back of Austin Towers' mind. The heart punch that has laid out quite a few now here in WrestleMerica. Oh, and I think Austin Towers is going to take a moment to rethink this one. Got to wonder how much money David Ali has shelled out for this. Maybe he donated to Ryan's Patreon. Maybe that's why he keeps talking about Patreon so much. See, it's all about money. It's all about money here when it comes to people in pain for some reason. No one is willing to face the man just to face him. They got to be paid to do it. Oh, I'm missing the. Oh, what does Ryan think he's doing? The distraction by the Weasel giving Austin Towers the advantage here. Now laying those kicks in. An elbow to the back of the head. Oh, now got the man trapped in the corner. Payne now fighting back. I wouldn't want to get in a boxing match with Payne. Even with the height advantage, Austin Towers with a rake to the eyes. Now laying the boots into the midsection of Payne. Well, again with that boot, this time trying to get it across the throat of the ref. Getting a break. Towers breaking before the count of 5. Oh, he's got a hold of that ref. Oh, look at Ryan. Are you serious? Oh boy. He almost had a hold of him. About made my night. Oh, Towers. Full head of steam and a Payne in the corner. Oh, and once again. All hail to the Chief. Oh, but this time, missing. Oh, a German suplex to Austin Towers. Oh, he's coiled up. He's coiled up for that heart punch. Oh, and Austin Towers saw it coming. Dodges out of the ring. The money ain't worth it. They're out of here. Oh, but Payne not letting him get away that easy. Oh, the heart punch. Wait a minute. Payne. Oh, wow. They had this scouted. They were ready for it. Whatever that object was, Payne connected with it. And it's now riding in Payne. Whatever that object is. I think he said that was a gift from the Savior.
Some kind of object was over the chest of.
Seriously?
Disqualification on Austin Towers. Your winner by disqualification is Mike Payne.
Payne. Obvious discomfort over that hand. He may have a broken hand. Got Koloff with broken ribs and Payne with possibly a broken hand, thanks to Austin Towers. Payne is the winner by disqualification, but I don't think he's worried about that right now. Well, folks, you heard from Drew Adler earlier, and that match is right now. Drew Adler going one-on-one against Brady Pierce. Drew Adler, top-tier talent. Powder in hand. Top tier nutrition as well. Oh, wow. Wonder what's in that. Oh, make sure you get the right scoop.
All right.
Hey, just in time for your brother.
Hey.
Wow.
Do it, Bob. Do it.
Let's go.
Oh, come on. You can do better than that. Let's go. Get him.
And there's Brady Pierce from The Walking Dead and Heels on Stars.
Not really the star, though.
He's an important piece.
You sure?
He's a more important piece of a TV show than you'll ever be.
Tomato. Like,
Brady Pierce making his return here to WrestleMerica.
You're blowing this guy up to be like he's the top tier talent, and he's not.
I'm not blowing him up. I'm just reading the notes I was given by CCW management. They give me the credits. I just read them.
You shouldn't get no credit.
Wow. You really want to talk about credit after you helping out David Ali with Payne out there?
Hey, you know what? When a favor is asked of you from your savior, you do it.
And I'm sure you heard Frydaddy before going out there, so I'm sure you got something planned for the Open Challenge coming up.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Because you are you, and you are a glory hog.
Yeah, but talking about glory hogs, you got the one right there in the middle.
Drew Adler making reference to the fact that these two used to team together.
Yeah, they did.
Drew looking for Brady to dab it up, but I think Brady's not interested in going down memory lane with Drew right now.
Well, yeah, because he's a big star. Oh, wow. You know, he's got that Hollywood money and everything else. He thinks he's all that in a big bag of potato chips.
You'll get the words out.
I will.
I believe in you.
I'm glad you do, Bob. I really don't care, but I'm glad you do. The one I care about is my brother.
Trying to tell Brady he'll never be top tier.
It's true.
And again, wanting to dab it up. Once Drew wants something, he gets his mind set up on it. Either wanting someone to drink his drink or take the powder or dab him up.
I mean, he's persistent. I'll give him that. Runs in the family, I guess.
Drew getting a little frustrated now. Oh, and Brady responds with a couple of rights. Head first to the turnbuckle. Drew forcing Brady into the ropes. Shoots him off. Shoulder tackle there.
Let's go. Do it, Bob.
Let's go.
God, you're terrible. I'm going to tell Drew.
Tell him. Maybe he'll send me some of that top tier nutrition.
You need it.
Okay, spaghetti arms.
You get it right.
You heard me.
You get it right. My wife loves me. And I love my brother.
Drew in control of that arm.
So what show is he on?
He's on Heels on Stars.
Okay.
And he's also,
never heard of it.
And he's also been on The Walking Dead.
Never heard of it.
Wow, what a bubble you live in.
Okay. Is that supposed to be like a big show or something back from the early 2000s?
Not even.
I watch real shows.
What, like Keeping Up the Kardashians? Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
The Amazing Race.
Hey,
Big Brother.
Look, don't forget Survivor. But I love reality shows. Because they're real. Like my brother. Real.
I got an idea. Living with the Adlers.
God, that'd be great.
He'll have one episode and be canceled halfway through.
No, it wouldn't. But I'm writing that down right now. That's where I show him all the moves.
Coming soon to Bravo. I can see it now.
Is Bravo still around?
I don't know. I don't watch it.
I always remember them for being the World Poker Tour channel. Anyways.
Drew shooting Brady off in another shoulder tackle, showing off the strength.
It's not just the mind.
Drew trying to make sure Brady understands this isn't a movie set.
Yeah, he doesn't get a stunt double for this.
Brady up over hip toss. No, arm drag takedown. Got him up. Nice delayed body slam there. Giving Drew some time to think about it. And a kick out at 2. Still to come, that open challenge for Frydaddy's CCW Championship.
I bet you're just curious to know who it is.
I am curious.
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, you hear Brady mocking Drew with his growl.
Not nice. I mean, he is a stunt double, though, so, I mean, you got to, like, imitate the stars, and Drew Adler is the star right here.
Who would you be a stunt double for? Pee Wee Herman?
No, I don't like going to movie
Maybe
theaters.
more of an Andy Dick.
I don't like going to movie theaters.
Oh. I think your brother needs a little, needs a little bit more nutrition.
Well, then go out there and give him some.
Out on his feet there.
Get up, Drew. Don't let this wannabe star beat you for whatever show he's on. Faces and
his heels.
Okay. Keeping up the appearances and stuff like that.
Wait, CM Punk's on the show.
What?
Heels.
Faces? Like, who wants to see a show about an ankle? I mean, it's good that CM Punk's on there, but damn.
If I knew I would not get in trouble, I would just one time.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that in movie theaters, Bob. That's not nice. That's how Pee Wee Herman got arrested. What, are we talking about the same thing?
Drew Adler now in control over Brady Pierce.
Of course he is.
What's wrong with you today?
No, what's wrong with you? You need to be getting more credit.
I know you're on this high that you got Judas back with
Look
you.
at that. You just missed that. You need to stop focusing on Judas and me and focus on my brother, who just knocked the hell out of that stunt double. He's going to need a new stunt double now, whoever the guy's on
at
face
least he knows
is.
how to take a kick. He's a stunt double.
Yeah, he's going to have another stunt double for the stunt double.
Oh.
I never cared for the name Brady, though. Ignorance is what I get from it. Pompous. Sounds like Tom Brady. Pompous and ignorant.
Something we can,
yeah, you would agree.
Rise up.
Keep pounding.
Cover 1. Kick out this time, only a 1. Drew getting a little frustrated.
No, that's not frustration. That's concentration.
He's letting some of the fans at ringside kind of get in his head a little bit here.
Or is he getting in their heads?
He's spending a lot of time looking over there at him.
What's the dog pound? You kind of get, sidetracked. Yeah, who let the dogs out and all that stuff.
Oh, my goodness, the power there. The force that he's sent Brady Pierce in the corner with. Cover. Brady able to kick out at 2. Crowd here trying to get behind Brady Pierce and a knee to the midsection.
I'm glad they're getting behind a stunt double. I mean, that's great. Everyone needs to get behind a stunt double who's not a star of the show. There we go.
Drew with those high knees.
Maybe Drew should be the star of the show of faces.
That's not the name of the show.
Fine. Buttocks. I don't know. Kneecap. A body part. I don't know what the name is. Name of the show is.
It's
Shut up.
Heels.
Heels. Guys, who cares about an ankle though? Look at his ankle though.
Driving those boots to the midsection.
Yeah. There's a name for you for a show.
What?
Boots to the midsection, starring Drew Adler. Let's go.
You didn't do it right.
I don't care. I'm his manager. Let's go.
Dance puppet.
Go. See, he's a compassionate person.
Ref admonishing and
He's checking that heel. He's checking that heel. I got it right, Bob.
only took you, what, half an hour?
Exactly. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Now, shooting Brady across. Oh, Brady Pierce answering, coming out of that corner with a clothesline, taking down Drew Adler. Now, right hand shot to the forehead, followed by another. Off the rope reversal. Oh, and a nice scoop power slam.
You getting it.
Oh, roll up, counter, 1, 2. Drew able to kick out. Another power slam, this time by Brady Pierce.
See, he's a stunt double. He imitates people. That's all he can do.
So who's he imitating with the pounding of the chest?
Drew. You ain't seen Drew do that?
No. Nice takedown by Brady there again. Oh, planting Drew face first. Drew caught a little off guard here. Oh, but had the wits about him to get that elbow up, swing and a miss. Oh, and plant again by Brady Pierce, center of the ring this time. Cover 1, 2. Oh, and a kick out at 2.
There we go. Let's go, Bob. Let's go. This ain't over. I don't see that fat lady anywhere I see of you, but
will you stop it?
Okay. Where's the dog pound? Come on, Drew. Get up. Get up.
Drew's looking like he needs a little pick-me-up.
Well, camera guy's right by him. Let's give him some.
Oh, Drew fighting out of it.
There we go. There we go.
Retreating to the apron. Brady trying to get him back up to his feet. Oh! Holding that arm down across the top rope. Oh, and a bicycle kick. Oh, and a neck breaker. Could this be it? 1, 2. Oh, Drew kicking out at 2.
There we go. There we go. He can't do what Drew can do. Come on, Drew, get up.
Brady back to his feet. Drew crawling to the corner. Brady going high and low on Drew with those right hands. Whip it to the corner. Oh. Flash by Brady Pierce. Off the rope. Oh, this time, Drew exploding out of the corner. Oh, he just dumped Brady Pierce the outside. Look out here. Drew goes flying, wiping out Brady Pierce. Tosses him back into the ring. I think Drew has had enough of this. Has him up, fireman's carry. Oh, counter reversal, roll up, 1, 2. Drew able to kick out at 2. Oh, what a spine buster. Cover again, 1, 2. And Drew this time barely kicking out. Let's take a look back here. Drew flying through those ropes to wipe out Brady Pierce. And then there was a spine buster here that was almost a 3. Drew just barely able to kick out of that one.
Just barely, but he's got it. What's he doing up here?
Look out here.
Oh, God.
Moonsault off the second rope. No one home. Drew quickly back to his feet. Got him up. Oh, that back breaker. 1, 2. Oh! Somehow Brady Pierce kicking out again. Both of these men laying it out.
This match is hot, Bob. I'm sweating back here. This is good stuff. Aren't you enjoying this, Bob?
I am. Oh, now mushing each other in the face.
You only do it a few times to Drew.
I think Drew likes it. Oh, I think he does think he could beat top tier. He's exchanging those short, tough blows to each other. Oh. Both of these men just exchanging short arm lariats.
Battle of the big men right here.
Just two grown men just boiling away on another.
That's how they used to do in the old days.
Oh, just back and forth. Oh, now both of them simultaneously. Who will get the better of it? And they both go down to the knees at the same time. And they punched each other out. They're both punch drunk.
There we go.
Whoa.
There we go.
Oh! Oh my goodness, that spinning back knee. Oh, the running boot.
Here we go. Here we go. This is it, Bob.
Drew looking to end this. Oh! 1, 2. The kick out counter. Roll over 1, 2. And a kick out again. Got that gut wrench. Looks like it could be going for a crucifix. Oh! Dropping Drew face first across the knee. This could be it. Oh, running boot across the temple of the head. Covered at 1, 2, 3. A hard-fought match between these two.
Very much so, but someone got a little bit lucky. That's all I'll say. Someone got lucky.
Brady Pierce coming out victorious over top-tier talent Drew Adler.
Yeah.
Where's all your positivity about your brother now? Let's go.
Like I said, someone got lucky. Sometimes luck is involved, and a certain somebody who's not really the star of the show got lucky. That's cool.
Let's take a look back. This spinebuster, it looked like this could have been it. But somehow, Drew able to kick out. And then Brady went for that moonsault off the second rope. No one was home for that. Oh, then driving that knee to the back. But it would be that running boot across the side of the face. 4-3 and the victory. Where are you going?
Wherever I want, okay? I'm going wherever I want.
Well, Brady Pierce victorious here in WrestleMerica. The next time you'll see us here on YouTube will be for Fired Up May 21st at 8 p.m. Be sure to subscribe and turn those notifications on. Already confirmed, Casey Fox and Helka Risk going one-on-one. Both of these ladies making their returns to WrestleMerica. And also, we mentioned the roadblocks. Carly Bravo will go one-on-one against Mike Payne at Fired Up again, May 21st. Be sure to turn those notifications on. And Ryan North now out with Jackson Slade, who I guess now we know answering the open challenge for Fry's CCW Championship. What a shock Ryan North is involved in the open challenge. Who did he have to pay off to get this opportunity again? Jackson Slade, another returning star here at WrestleMerica. Looking to take advantage of an opportunity given to him by Ryan North to leave here as CCW champion. And speaking of the champion, dab it up for Frydaddy. We heard Frydaddy earlier. He doesn't care who answers the challenge. He'll take on anybody. But I know there's one man that he has his eye on.
Yeah, Michael Judas, I'm waiting for you. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of him right now. But Judas, I'm waiting for you. Let's go, baby.
Oh, some words for Judas. Judas showing his true colors here last month. Attacking Frydaddy and pretty much anyone in his way. Reuniting. Whoa. Reuniting with the Weasel, Ryan North. And I know last month I lost my cool a little bit. I apologize to anyone that may have been upset about that. But, you know, I have to sit out here every month with that individual. Oh, and Fry barking at Ryan North, wanting him to do something. Yeah, do something, Ryan. You do something for once. You go after the belt yourself. Okay, I got it out of my system. Got it out of my system. This match is for the CCW Championship. Frydaddy, Jackson Slade. And Fry needs to maintain his focus on Jackson. There'll be plenty of time to get Ryan. Ryan can only run for so long. Ryan does have the weird ability of getting in everyone's head. You hear Fry barking at him, what are you going to do? All you do is talk. Exactly right. And there's the bell. We are underway. Oh, and quickly going right after Jackson. Taking the fight to the big man. Shoot him across to the corner. Fry follows him in with that forearm. catching Jackson off guard here. Shoot across reversal. Fry goes up and over. Oh, a nice drop kick backing Jackson to that corner. Oh, that drop kick connected to the back of the head. Jackson going out to the floor to regroup. All right, trying to get some encouragement. Look out! Frydaddy goes flying through the ropes, wiping out Jackson Slade. Fry giving little opportunity for Jackson to recover here. Oh! But Jackson finally able to respond. Fry hops back in to break the count. Oh, driving the big man's face off the canvas. Oh, he has Ryan in his sights. But he does a smart thing. He just gets back in the ring. Fry needs to stay focused on Jackson Slade as the ref also tries to keep an eye on Ryan North. That's a task on itself. Oh, the power of Jackson Slade showed off there. Just shooing away Fry like he was nothing. Jackson wanting a timeout. Oh, but Fry up and over the top, wiping out Jackson. But Fry also hitting the floor hard. I think Fry may have ended up actually getting the worst of that, hitting that floor as hard as he did after hitting Jackson. Jackson back up to his feet first. Oh, and he's got Fry up. Oh, and slams him down to the apron. Fry taking a risk going over that top rope and again hitting that floor, allowing Jackson now to get the upper hand. Well, now raking at the eyes of the man out on the floor in front of the fans here at Barnesville. Oh! Just those clubbing blows across the chin. Jackson rolls in just to break the count. Oh, now breaking the face across that knee. And now rolls back in. Leaving Fry laid out, telling the ref to count. Fry trying to shake out the cobwebs to get back to his feet. Even the fans here helping Fry up. The ref making sure Jackson stays back to allow Fry to get in the ring, but Jackson with other plans in mind is going to help him back in himself. Suplexing him back into the ring. The cover now. 1, 2, and a kick out of 2. Oh, look at, he's digging at the face. Oh, look at him again with the referee distracted by Ryan. The ref trying to make sure Ryan stays in that corner. He knows what Ryan North is capable of. I think we all do. Cover attempt. Fry kicking out of 2 again. Oh, now he's got Fry draped across that middle rope. Oh, look at him taunting the fans here. Oh, and now those stiff forearm shots across the face, now raking at the eyes again. Oh, and he just dumps Fry to the outside, all the way to almost the lap of the front row. Oh, look at Ryan. I don't even know if you could call those punches. Look at him. Look at him drag himself away. He really is a weasel. Sorry, he really is a weasel. Gives weasels a bad name. Scurry away like that. The fans here at Barnesville saw what happened and is chanting for the ref to throw him out. Don't throw him out because then he'll have to come back in here with me. Quick kicks by Jackson Slade. Left forearm across the face, cover attempt, kick out at one. Another cover attempt, and again, kicking out at one. Oh! Just driving the back of Fry's head into the mat. And now raking his face across the mat. Oh, Fry trying to fight back from the ground with that chop to the midsection. I think that just made Jackson mad. Fans here in Barnesville trying to get behind Fry as Jackson is trying to wear the man out. Just putting all that weight down on Fry, trying to cut off that oxygen supply. But Fry trying to power his way up, but unable to do so. Oh, what does Jackson have in mind here now? Fry trying to fight out. He's able to break the hold off the ropes. Oh, the power, Jackson Slade. Sends Fry all the way back out onto the floor again. Let's take another look back. Earlier in the match, Fry flying through those ropes. And just recently here, oh, the power. I think there's some NFL teams that could use him right now. Oh, look at Ryan. Look at him. Dabbing it up on Fry. Ryan, you do realize Fry's getting back to his feet. He's realized the mistake he's made. Oh! Jackson to the rescue. He picked the man up by the chin. Everyone loves doing that to Fry. I think it's the beard. He is not about to suplex him on the floor. No. Fry fighting it. Oh! And instead it's Jackson that goes hard on the concrete. This may be the opening that Fry needed. Both men back in the ring. Crowd here at Barnesville cheering for Fry, encouraging him. Oh, but Jackson back up to his feet first, laying in those stiff boots into the corner. Oh, but Fry caught one. Fry may has found another gear. What has he got in mind for Jackson here? Oh, slingshot into the corner. Face first to the turnbuckle. Oh, that running knee, the Shining Wizard. Frydaddy starting to feel it. Jackson is laid out. Fry off the rope, driving the elbow to the chest. 1, 2, and a kick out. Fry staring down Ryan North. Oh! Telling Ryan he's number 1 in a very different way. Fry looks like he's setting up for the cut line. Goes for it. Jackson able to fight his way out of it. Oh! Jackson planting the big man. 1, 2. Oh, Jackson just barely getting his shoulder up. He barely got his shoulder up. Fry thought it was 3. The fans at ringside thought it was 3, but Jackson just barely getting his shoulder up. Fry asking the fans if it was a 3. But Jackson was able to get that shoulder up. Fry's got to stay focused here. Fry focusing on the ref and the count. Jackson's regrouping and getting back to his feet. Fry's got to be careful here. Fry, turn around. Oh, a spine buster. Could this be it? Arm draped. 1, 2. Oh, and Fry kicks out. I think if Jackson was able to get a full cover there, that would have been it. But Jackson was only able to drape his arm across. Ryan screaming at Jackson to get up. Both men struggling to get back to their feet. Fry and Jackson exchanging rights. Both men back up to a vertical base now. Oh, Fry dodging on a DDT now. Stunning Jackson. Jackson stunned. He's out on his feet. Went for the cut line. Able to get out of it. He's got Fry up on his shoulder. Fry fights out of it. Cut line. Cover 1, 2, 3. Frydaddy victorious. Retaining that CCW Championship. Once again, Ryan North unable to win over the championship. What a match between Frydaddy and Jackson Slade here. Frydaddy still your champion, raising that title high. Let's take a look back here at that cut line that finished it. What a devastating cut line that was. 4-3 and to retain the CCW Championship.
Hey, you tell your little big bitch, when he come here, oh yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad because what he did to me and what you connived him into doing. So, let me make it real clear for you and for everybody here, this belt ain't going nowhere. I plan on defending it at every show until you have to cart me up out of here. Hey, You can get, your little weasel mind, and you can go ahead and get whatever tricks you can. And guess what? I play chess, not checkers. I always am one step ahead of you.
Yeah, he was definitely one step ahead of Ryan North here tonight. Frydaddy, still your CCW champion. And he is ready and waiting for an opportunity to face off again against Judas. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you next time.